Kayla here again today, and I am recording this voiceover late at night. I filmed this video today and I wanted to get the voiceover done. This is my first page using the April Hit Kits, which is my first month as a Hit Kit subscriber. Now, for being a subscriber, you do get access to some exclusive files. I'm not sure this one that I'm using, which is the heart, and I think it was inspired by the Starshine collection by Chamel, and I'm not sure because I didn't bring it up on my screen with me who designed this one. So I'm just going to have a quick look for you so that I can tell you the correct person, because I do like to give credit where credit is due. So basically you get access to some exclusive files and some that are available if you're a registered member. So this one was designed by Ashley Horton, and you can get, if you just go to hitkitclub.net and just create an account, and it's free. Otherwise there's some beautiful ones that are member only files if you subscribe. So basically I was going to use the heart and I was going to do different papers in each little section, and then I just thought that was going to be too busy and too hard, and so you can see that I am going through these papers trying to find one that I really want. I did really like that reddy pink colour by Amy Tan, but then the embellishments in the photo I picked out, I really didn't want that much red. I wanted pops of it, but not that much. So I went with the Elle Studio Little Moments, the grey pattern, which I think is called Detail. It's really nice, and I just used my fine line bottle to apply some glue to the little fiddly bits of this cut file. That's the only thing when you're working with intricate designs like this. It's really great to have one of these fine line bottles, just so that you can stick things down without creating too much of a gluey mess, basically. So I'm sticking it down, and then I'm not sure if I cut all of it on camera. I don't think I did. So I just didn't want you to have to see me do that painstakingly task of doing that. So now I minked that beautiful frame that came with the kit off camera and applied one of the Heidi Swap fabric flags, and I've also cut one of the yellow journaling cards from the Project Life kit, and now I'm backing using that original paper that I wanted, but I toned it down with some vellum over the top so it wasn't so bright. I did want some showing though, so I think I cut the vellum down a little bit on a couple of sides. Now I did have to speed this video up quite substantially because it went forever, and I'm really sorry. I was going crazy with the mist, and so the camera was going really out of focus, but I used the mist that came in the colour kit, which I think was something Yoking by Shimmers, and I put my rounded paintbrush in there so I could get some real nice splats, in want of a better technical term. And now I'm applying some foam to the back of my heart, and the mist is still wet, but it's fine. I'm too impatient to wait for it to dry. So now I'm working on top of my raised file, and I sort of had a few bits picked out from the kits. I did mix all my kits together, so the things you'll see are a mixture of things from all of the kits. Now, I got this notebook edge punch out, which I've had in my stash forever and a day, and I think it's by Stampin' Up, and I just wanted to create something extra, so I used that beautiful Maggie Holmes butterfly paper, but I also love the opposite side with the wood grain texture. Now, I loved that acetate die cut that says To the Moon and Back, and I really wanted to use that, so I popped that underneath because it really had to go on the white cardstock to show how nice the design was. So I popped that there, and I was going to create a cluster just there. Now the only thing I've pulled from my stash is that yellow label. I cut a whole heap of those out from a pink paisley memorandum paper. And now I'm just I had a lot of my embellishments pre-picked out, so that's why this is coming along so quickly. Now these are the Chamel Starshine stickers. I believe these were in the embellishment kit, and they are a see-through sticker. So what I'm doing is applying them to vellum, because I really I like the clear stickers, but I like them on vellum. It just gives them something a little bit extra. So I picked out the Lovely, and I think I picked out one of the florals which I don't mind. I go for florals on a boy page and it doesn't bother me one little bit. So that was a bit fiddly to cut out, and I probably should have grabbed some smaller scissors, but hey, I like making a job harder for myself, so that's fine. But I popped that in one of the corners. So this layout came together, like the actual embellishing part of the layout came together pretty quickly. So it looks like I'm going super speed. I just didn't want you to have to watch a 30-minute video, otherwise I think you would all get a little bit bored. So now I'm trying to find some washi. I was going to use the green, but I decided to go with the gold. This is the Amy Tam washi that came in the main kit, and I thought it was nice to put it underneath that happy. I think I apply some more washi tape towards the end, but not the gold one. So now I'm going to use my stapler to apply the happy, but I just think, there we go. And I just added one staple because I'm pretty sure I added some stitching towards the end. And now, do you know, I think my ATG gun ran out of tape during this video, which happens in like every video. So I had to resort to double-sided tape for this video because I just was on a roll and I wanted to keep going. So I didn't bother to refill my ATG gun because that can sometimes be a little bit of a longer process depending on how nice it's playing on that particular day. So now I'm working on adhering down my elements. By the way, this picture of my son is quite old. He's I think like he still needed a chair to support him sitting up, so he was quite young. He's now 2 and 2 months, I think, so he's definitely being a little rumman at the moment. You don't even want to know the things he gets up to. He definitely keeps me very, very busy. But anyway, he's a cutie, and I love that I project lifed his first year and got all of that done, but I'm glad now I can go back and do some traditional scrapbooking because I've got the time. So that's nice. And I'm just popping up, some of those stars were lifting up a little bit because I didn't have foam right on the edges, so I popped some foam there. And now I'm stamping using roller stamps. I had a Maggie Holmes one and an October afternoon one. Just love how that turned out. I love my roller stamps to bits. And then there you can see I applied some more washi tape, and these are the beautiful Pink Fresh Studio puffy alphas, and I wanted to put my boy, so because he's my little boy. He's not a baby anymore, he's a boy. So he probably was my little baby in this picture, but he's definitely my little boy now. Now I did some typewritten journaling on some vellum, which is really difficult because my typewriter gets stuck now because my son was playing around with it and dropped it on the floor. So that's rather annoying, but I still managed to get some of the writing done. I just have to move it each time I type, like each letter. It's rather annoying and I don't know how to fix it. So I might have to get someone that's a bit more of a handyman at fixing things like that because I'm not good at it. He's somehow managed to jam my typewriter, so not happy, but oh well. This is what having kids does sometimes. Now I'm just applying a tiny bit of the Scotch Quick Dry Glue so you can't really see it on the vellum. It's just enough to stick it down. If I'd thought about it, I probably would have added it before. Now check this out. I opened my Versamark because I wanted to add some glittery embossing powder, and there was a black handprint on my Versamark. So I can only once assume who that was into my ink. This is what I was saying. He looks like an angel, but trust me, he definitely keeps me on my toes. Now I'm just embossing these, which they were trying to fly all over the desk, and I really needed a pair of tweezers. One should think that I need to upgrade and buy some actual tools for my scrapbooking because, yeah, it's getting a bit... I tend to use things that aren't really designed for what I use them for, but that's fine. It's all about improvising. So now I'm adding the stars and the heart. I love the stars because they kind of went with the background and they're from Simple Stories. And then I put one of these phrase stickers from the Chamel stickers, and I just popped one on the top there as well. And then there was these beautiful resin stars from the embellishment kit, and I just added a couple of those in the yellow, the minty green and the red. And now I'm going to finish up with some enamel dots, and what I did do off camera there, which you didn't see, is I added some stitching to the edges, to the happy title and to the label. So I did that off camera, and that's pretty much the end of the layout, I think. Oh, I did add one of these pink fresh washi strips, and I just thought there was a really cute one there, and it was yellow, so it pulled in the colour from that title above, which I really loved. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching me create this layout, and I'm bound to have lots more process videos because I have tons of stuff left. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!